YouTube, what's up? It's your boy Wayne6578 bringing you guys a roster setup for the Detroit Lions, division rivals of them Chicago Bears. I had a subscriber ask me, hey man, could you do a roster setup for the Detroit Lions? I think a lot of people want to know how you would run the Detroit Lions roster or depth chart. So let's go. Love my subs, man. I gotta hook you up. So at quarterback, we're going to be running with Matthew Stafford, of course, man. This guy has a decent arm. Too bad Kelvin Johnson retired this year. But then we're going to go with Dan Orslowski. I don't know how to say his name. And then Ricky Stanzi. Now the halfbacks, man, I like T. Riddick. This guy's speed is 86. Overall, 82, not that good. Then you got Joik Bell, and then Amir Abdullah, and this Zach Zener. But the speed, as far as if you want speed, you got to go with Abdullah. But I do like the strength of Bell, and also look at this trucking. Look at the trucking for Joik Bell and Zach Zener. So if you need that third or that fourth down conversion, I would put one of those guys in. And also, I do like to utilize my running back out of backfield to catch a lot. So you're going to go with the catching. If you look at their catching for these breakdowns. T. Riddick, like I said, I put him up there because I utilize the running back out of the backfield to catch a lot. So we have 88 catching for him. Joik Bell 79, not that bad, but definitely not that good. And then you got Abdullah with 75. The fullback, I'm going to go with Don Mulbach. I went for my best run blocking for my fullback. And sometimes I do sit him out of the backfield if I'm running that strong close. So he has to have decent catch. But look at his run block. It's 84. You got to have that tight end back there to help block on those runs. And then you got Burton next. But he was the best run blocking. His pass blocking is okay. But you want that run blocking when you come out of that backfield. Wide receiver, man. So sad Kelvin Johnson retired. But I like putting my tallest, fastest guy in my second slot. So, of course, a lot of people are going to start Kelvin Johnson at number 1. But I like putting him at number 2. Because then sometimes he'll get matched up with the number 2 cornerback instead of the number 1. So we're going to go with Corey Fuller, Megatron, Golden Tate. I love this guy's speed, man. It's 88. His route running is decent too. So I like him at my third slot. His route running is 91. So drag routes and any funny glitchy routes you might have on the field, you want Golden Tate to be running those routes. Kelvin Johnson is 92 also. Lance Moore, the ex-Saint, TJ Jones, and Corey Washington. Now we're going to roll to that tight end. You can go between Brandon Pettigrew and Eric Ebron. I like Eric Ebron because that guy's speed is 86. Also, I like him to I sometimes keep my tight end to block for me. So let's check out this guy's blocking. His pass block is 52. His run block is 56. So if you're going to be passing and you're definitely not going to be sending him out, you better switch to Pettigrew. He's a much better person. You got Maybach in there. If you want to put him at tight end and use him to block, that's a good thing too. But I really go with Eric Ebron, Brandon Pettigrew, and then Tim Wright at my tight ends. I don't talk about the offensive line. You can set that up the way you want. But that left end, man, you guys have some decent, the Detroit Lions have decent linemen as far as when it comes to defense, man. You got linebackers. The linebackers is a solid core also. But this is how I would set up my defensive line, man. My left end, Jason Jones, have that second string, CJ Wilson, and then Devin Taylor, man. So that left end, you want a guy with some decent speed. decent speed, 76, and some acceleration, 86. So that's what I would roll with right there. That right end, of course, you got to go with Ezekiel Ansah. This guy's a beast. His speed is 83, not that fast, but his strength is 84, his agility 81, acceleration 90. That is perfect and great. And then you want this guy to be able to slip tackles, man. So you want his block shedding. Look at this guy's block shedding, 83. His pursuit is 87. So real good player right there. The best defensive lineman I think you have. As far as ends. And then we're going to go with Larry Webster and then Devin Taylor again. Defensive tackle, man. The ex-Bear, the Gata. This guy, your nose tackle, you want him to have great strength, man. Look at this, 97, man. And then you want him also to have great tackling. So let's check out this guy's tackling. Look at his tackle, 90. That is a superior nose tackle. Then we're going to go with Daryl Tapp, Gabe Wright, and Kieran Reed. Left outside linebacker, Tahir Whitehead. Now, I went through a lot of things, man, trying to set these linebackers up. You guys have a lot of great linebackers that one is not really better than the other. You have two studs on this team, man, Levy and Tulloch. But as far as your right outside linebacker, this is the linebacker that I blitz a lot with. So I want speed, finesse moves, and block shedding. That's what I really look for. So his finesse moves is 60, not that good, but his block shedding is 85. So we're going to go with T. Whitehead, Josh Bynes, Travis Lewis, and Deandre Levy. Middle linebacker, I'm going to put Deandre Levy there. He's a beast. Your middle linebacker, you want great zone coverage and great awareness. I usually use my middle linebacker a lot, so look at this guy's awareness, man. 90, man. And then look at his zone coverage. Look at zone coverage, 77. Not that good, but not that bad compared to the other linebackers you have. So the other beast is Stephen Tulloch, man. This linebacker, you want him to have a hit stick power. This is the linebacker that's going to get freed up from everybody else, and he'll have that free hit on that running back or those dragging routes or that tight end. So look at his hit power. It's 91, man. And then I love speed on the team. So let's look at his speed. He's probably not that fast, but we're going to deal with it. So 75, not that good, but when he catches you, man, he will lay the wood. And then we're going to go with Josh Bynes. So that's my middle linebacker setup. Deandre Levy, Tulloch, Bynes. Right outside linebacker. This is the linebacker that's going to be covering that tight end, man. You want decent man-to-man coverage. I usually do cover the tight end myself in my videos. But if you're not going to do that, some of these tight ends you're playing up against in these teams, man, you get a Jimmy Graham, a Gronkowski. You got to try to stay up with them, man. These guys aren't that fast, but you want decent coverage. And if you want to press these guys, man, to try to keep them on that line of scrimmage and slow them down as much as possible. But we got Josh Bynes, man. His speed is 76. Not that good, but if we put this guy in a zone coverage, look at his zone coverage. His tackle is 86, hit power 81. That's decent. Look at his zone coverage, 72. His man coverage is 62. So if you're gonna be man coveraging that tight end, you gotta do it yourself. You gotta grab this guy and control him. Get those users up. But his zone coverage is decent, 72. Then we're gonna go with Cal Van Noy and Deandre Levy. Cornerbacks, real good cornerbacks, man. These guys, I love cornerbacks that are tall. I prefer 6'2" and up, but decent speed and great man coverage. And then the plus is if they can jump high. So my cornerbacks, the way I set it up is D. Slay, Rasheed Mathis, Quandre Diggs, Butler, and then Lawson. So if you look at Slay, man, let's get this guy. Speed 94. That is outstanding. His acceleration is 93. Great. Awareness 86. Not that good, but still good enough. This guy catching, I do like to look at catching sometimes. So if they do get a chance to do it. Jumping. His jumping is 88. The best jumper you have is Butler, but I wouldn't put him at number 1. But I definitely have him out there at the end of the game. Let's see. His hit power is decent. And then that's it. His man coverage, 92. I'm definitely putting that guy at number 1, or whoever has that best receiver, in whatever slot he's in, I'm going to put him on him if I'm going with man defense. His zone coverage is 92 also. This guy is a beast. So keep him on that field at all times. So that's the way I'm going to set those cornerbacks up there. Free safety, you just want great coverage and good awareness. I like speed also, so I'm going to go with Glover Quinn, Don Carey, I am Badego, I am James. I'm not going to mess with that name. I am Badego. I don't know. Darius Slay. And then strong safety. You want hit sticks, man. This is the last guy. That running back breaks it out, man. This guy, you want decent speed, man. He has 78. He's not that fast, but as long as his play recognition is high and his pursuit, you're good. But you definitely want good tackling and good hit power. This is the guy that's going to be causing some fumbles for you on those running backs and those receivers. Those receivers go up, man. He hits them. They can jar that ball loose. So look for his pursuit, 87, which is great. And his play recognition is 82. So that's how I'm going to go with the strong safety. And then I'm going to have whatever this guy's name is. Oh, my God. And Don Carey and Darius Slay again. Like I said, Darius Slay is a real good guy. You got to definitely have him out there on the field. My kick returners, I'm going to go with Golden Tate. You see, when you put a little tip for you guys. When you guys put the guys in kick returner, whatever their overall goes to, that's the guy you should start. You know, Golden Tate, his overall as receiver is like, I think 70 or something like that. So Golden Tate receiver is a 91 overall, which is really good. But you put this guy at punt return, his overall jumps to a 99. Kick return and punt return, he's all of a sudden a 99. So that's how I like to set those up. And I love speed and breaking tackle. So this guy right here, his awareness and his agility. So Golden Tate is definitely your number 1. I like T. Riddick, Abdullah, and Lance Moore out there. And in a punt return, I got Golden Tate again, T. Riddick, Abdullah, and Moore. So just remember, when you put these guys in on offense, you know, if you're using him as a punt returner, he will be a little tired. So pay attention to that, but it really shouldn't matter. But again, that's my setup for the Detroit Lions, man. I hope you guys can utilize that to start beating some of these opponents one by one. It's Wayne6578, and I am out.